Good morning, collective. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I'm being guided to provide a message on a weekend today, and I didn't even want to come on here, but they told me go ahead and do it right now, so I will and see if they want to give me any energy on it. I got a download, but there's also evidence of this. The NSA is providing a service for sick men. Okay. The NSA is providing a service for sick men uh, that are very wealthy, that are part of the 1% wealth class, and presidents of countries, government officials to have access to Elon Musk, Neurolink, remote monitoring technology for entertainment, watch and observe certain women and men for their own entertainment. They have fetishes about. Okay. Now, what they're doing is anybody can very easily go on Instagram and they can find a fresh 18-year-old, a fresh 22-year-old. You would think, why would someone want to be bothered with someone over the age of 40 or even a woman? They're doing it to women and men, but why would they want to be bothered monitoring, stalking, and harassing a woman between the age of 40, 50, and up? Because if it's just a sexual thing, there are plenty of Instagram models that will gladly, if you give them the money, they'll come to Dubai. They'll go to Dubai and let you throw boo-boo at them, pee on them, and do things like that. The reason is because if you're a victim of this, they know that you have integrity, and they know that they will never, ever be able, for any amount of money, to degrade you the way they see you in their nasty minds. And the fetish has more to do with who you are. You understand? It's a fetish. Like, for instance, if it were one of Barack Obama's daughters or grandchildren or something like that, they would try to set them up to be implanted with this Neurolink technology with the camera in the eye. It's called neuro monitoring. And the fact that, look, this is the president's daughter. Oh my God, can you believe this? Or this is Bush's daughter. She's an alcoholic. Let's all watch her for entertainment. This is that great pastor's daughter. Or this is the son of so-and-so. Look, this is an activist. This is this person. The fetish has to do with you being having a certain name attached to you, or just something you represent that they are against. Like a feminist. If you are a feminist, if you're like a feminist and you're part of a feminist movement, or you're the child of some kind of feminist, or if you're a man that represents women's rights, they will go after his daughter. Look, this is the man that represents human rights for women. Look, we're going to watch his daughter so we can see if we can poke fun at whatever fault she might have. It's a fetish because they can literally go, it's notoriety. They go after specific people for notoriety. Now, the reason they want me to do this reading is some of you might not be aware this is going on. Now, about this fetish energy, you see here on my iPhone, there was a story about a wealthy Frenchman that's accused in court of drugging his wife and letting all his friends in his group sexually assault and grape his wife. And he was wealthy. You see this woman that found out her husband was drugging her. What reason would this man have to drug this woman and let his friends sleep with her? She's an older woman. Okay. What reason would you have to do something like that? Explain that to me. Why? Because you can easily go on Instagram and pay a woman to get whatever fetishes that you want. It's more of a sick fetish thing You guys remember, if you're familiar or heard about this online, it was popular. Uh, they found a secret website that these men of all ages and races were meeting up on, and they were giving other men advice. They were giving other men advice on how to drug and SA their daughters, their mothers, their aunts, their cousins, and family members. Okay? Good morning. And there were men of all ages, all races that were, I'm telling you, women really need to come together in solidarity, because men cannot handle absolute power. Men cannot dominate and have absolute power to anything in the world because they're disgusting. Not all men, but a large majority. These men were caught giving each other advice on how to sexually assault female family members, their wives, and any woman that they so desired. You can drug them, put this in their breakfast food, do this. And it was family members, that men that you never would think were fantasizing about doing these type of things. So this service that the NSA and Elon Musk provides to wealthy men and presidents of countries and governors, they get to fetishize certain women and men, okay, that they that might have a status or might be connected to something that they resent, and they will set those people up to be Neuralinked, and then all of them will come together with their cigars, cigar lounge type thing, and they will they wish they could throw boo-boo at you. They wish they could pee on you and do weird things to you. But because you're a person of integrity and they can't physically force you to be their muse, they instead force or set you up to be Neuralinked so they can have this service to act out their sick fantasies. Okay? Haile Selassie of Ethiopia. The president of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie, supposed to be a man of integrity, is a part of this group. There are other presidents of other countries that are a part of this group, and these men do spell work. They do spell work. These men are part of the occult, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Haile Selassie, a Capricorn, is connected to a Central African at the NSA, and it needs to be investigated. And all these men, if there is a single woman with the ounce of power, if there's a single woman with the ounce of power in any government institution, something needs to be formed against this, because these men are out of control. They have an entitlement complex to the point of delusion. Okay? They're sick and they're emotionally abusive. And to abuse access to resources, power, and authority to act out their sick fantasies, they need to be brought under justice, and they are getting karmic justice. But for anybody, even just to put one of the names out there, Haile Selassie, a Capricorn, is the president of Ethiopia that is a part of this group that has access to this Neurolink remote monitoring service that's provided. And he's a very sick man. I don't know if he likes to watch men too, bisexual, but he's a very, very sick man. And he's a part of this service. And he has access in his gentleman clubs with these other presidents of countries and governors and people that watch through this service the NSA provides them with. Haile Selassie, the president of Ethiopia right now, is a pervert. He is a pervert, and he's part of this group, as is the Central African at the NSA that he works with, and the practitioners that are a part of that group. So I'm going to see, because they told me to come on and talk about it real quick, just to shed light in how the government and the wealth class is abusing Let me see what energy they have. But how the government is really catering to sick, pedophile, just sick, very sick men. Okay. And I feel like it's all men boy group type thing. And it's so funny because a lot of them, really look at women like what do we need women for? We don't need women. You need us. When in actuality, they obsess about us so much. It's almost like a thing where they feel like if you have confidence or notoriety and they can't degrade you, and they resent you as a woman for being independent and being intellectual and being smart and having enough stability to care for yourself, where they cannot approach you in person, especially if they want to energy harvest from you. They have to go to these extreme measures to get your energy. Again, Haile Selassie is a disgrace. The president of Ethiopia is a pervert, and he is a complete disgrace. He's nasty and disgusting. He's a part of this group that gets a service through a Central African and an Eritrean at the NSA that has access to this Neurolink remote viewing technology in a boys club. And there are a select group of men and women. Some of them might be activists. Some of them might just do other things that these people resent, okay, or have notoriety. Or if you're a feminist, if you're a woman that is a feminist, they will set you up, okay? Or if you represent some kind of divine feminine high priestess energy and they can't get access to your energy directly through sex, they force themselves on you through this Neuralink remote viewing technology that how it works is the same way they show you in Black Mirror on Netflix. I think it's called A White Christmas, season 3, episode 2, or season 2, episode 3, where it's a man that's providing a service to men that don't know how to date, men that are awkward with women. They coach them. They put this Neuralink technology in their eye so they can see and hear everything they do. And they do a video conference of a whole bunch of other men that don't know how to date women or talk to women, that are awkward with women. And all of them target one woman, and they tell the man what to do through an earpiece and coach him as they observe his interactions. Okay, that's what they are doing. And they're providing this service to confident high priestess women, women that have notoriety. It's not just high priestesses, it's women with notoriety. It's women that are feminists. It's men that are activists. It's men that they resent that might stick up for women's rights. They'll go after their daughters. It's it's pastors and priests that might be in the upright. They'll go after their daughters. It has something to do because, again, these are the type of men that would be like that wealth class of Arab men in Dubai that they have fetishes about boo-booing on and urinating on Instagram models that are very physically beautiful, and they'll pay them a whole bunch of money. It's money they wipe their ass with, but they fetishize about doing nasty, disgusting things because a lot of these men are gross, like Haile Selassie, the Capricorn, the president of Ethiopia, that gets he's disgusting, like I just burped. That gets his jollies off, that gets his rocks off, looking at men and women through this Neuralink technology because he's a part of this all boy club. So it gives that Dubai energy Instagram model, but they don't want a nice looking young Instagram. The fetish is degrading women and men that they're jealous of, women and men that they really admire, women and men that actually have notoriety, a personality, very fertile energy that they know they can't have. That's why they go after money and power. So let me go ahead and pull this card. And also, I want to say one more time, Taye Selassie, Taye Selassie, Taye Selassie, the president of Ethiopia right now, is one of these disgusting, perverted men that have a friend at the NSA, a Central African, and the governor of Virginia. All of these men are a part of this all-boy club where they give them access to this Neurolink remote technology to watch women that they want to degrade, watch women and men, because they're jealous of you and they resent you and resent what you stand for. And you will never bow down to any of them. Let's go. All right, what are the messages this morning? That's exactly what's going on. And it also, even with spirituality, if you speak certain truths about spirituality that, they know is the truth, but they resent you for it, they go after you as well. Okay? Trust in the reverse, death. Yeah. Somebody didn't want this exposed, but we got to expose it. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm telling you, this is why, I'm going to be honest. This is not male bashing, but this is why men cannot run anything by themselves. A church, men cannot run a church. Men cannot by themselves. Men cannot have absolute power in government. Men cannot have absolute power in a business. Men cannot have absolute power without the balance of feminine energy in anything, because everything will turn into some type of way to get access to women and children, to get sexual access to women and children. That's all. Anytime you give men absolute access and power and control to anything, to any type of technology, any type, they have to be monitored. Anytime you give men absolute power and access to a business, to a church, to a cult, look at the Catholic Church, all these pedophile lawsuits they have. You cannot have men in positions of any power anywhere on earth, or to any technology, without having the balance of feminine energy to babysit them. They literally have to be babysat to make sure they don't misbehave, because they're childish. No matter how educated and old they are, they're childish, they're immature, and they're disgusting. Again, look at that French woman, and she has my heart. That French woman whose wealthy husband drugged her and allowed his friends to grape her. This is the type of groups that they form. A disgusting secret website where they give each other advice on how to drug and essay their female family members. You cannot allow them to do anything on earth without the supervision of a woman. And it's sad. You can't allow them to do anything on earth. They can't have a cult, nothing. Because when women are not babysitting men and you leave them to their own devices with resources, with everything, it always turns into a structure that gives them sexual access to women and children in some type of perverted way. Holy Spirit, guide me. Women right now of all races and cultures, women of all, look at the sex trafficking all over the world. Listen, women of all races and cultures need to band together. I'm telling you, in the future going forward, to find ways to bring balance to not allowing men to completely have control over or dominate anything on earth. Anything. And yes, it does have to do with notoriety. It absolutely does. That's what's that's the perverted part. They want to, if they could boo boo and pee on you for entertainment, and you're a feminist. If you are a feminist, uh especially if you come from another country, that's even more reason for them to act out this fantasy. That's even more reason for them. I'm not sure if high honor is in the reverse or not, but that's even more reason for them to act out this little fantasy of theirs against you. Because what is the word I'm looking for, collective? I know y'all have it. Not male chauvinist. The one where you're married for status, but you really hate women. What is the word for when you really, really hate women? But you're like the man that drugged his French wife. He hates women. He really hates them. Yes, gay. Yeah, that's one of them. But gay men don't hate. Gay men don't hate women. I wouldn't say they hate women, the ones that are gay, because there are a lot of happy gay men that are living in their truth. But you know what? You're right. Some of them are secretly gay. So Tiff, yeah, you should have put secretly in front of gay. Yes, misogynistic. Secretly gay, Tiff, yes. They're secretly gay and they're misogynistic. They're secretly gay and misogynistic, but they can't come out to the world like Haile Selassie, the president of Ethiopia. They can't come out to the world and just admit that you're gay and that you're misogynistic. You can't come out to the world and confess that you secretly desire men to have sex with and live openly and live your truth. So you have to be a part of this organization where any woman that's a feminist that you can't act out a fantasy with, you can watch them and pay people to come toward them to degrade them. And if you can't get them to accept an offer of anyone you pay to catfish them, then at least you can just invade their privacy and look for any vulnerability or vulnerable moment or anything to say nasty to degrade them. Okay. So it's a good possibility that the president of Ethiopia, a very misogynistic country, might be gay, but might have to suppress. He can't live his truth without being stoned. So he's a part of this secret group with this Central African at the NSA, and they have women targeted to be Neurolinked so that they can watch you through a camera and just hate you from a distance. Let's go. Instead of living in your truth. And a lot of these men absolutely are gay and bisexual. A lot of these men are gay and they are bisexual. A lot of the warlocks are gay. A lot of the warlocks that they hire to try to isolate the people that they're going to implant with this chip or that they already have are gay and they're bisexual because they're ritualists. So they have to have sex with both men and women to transfer energy. So a lot of those warlocks they work with, Central African at the NSA, and a lot of the people these ritualists work with, yeah, they have sex with men and women. Now, a lot of them also, they get into that lifestyle by force, by unfortunate circumstances in childhood where they were sexually abused. So a lot of those ritualists were sexually abused as children, and they were forced into that lifestyle at a very young age. But the people, some of the warlocks that they send after you to do spell work on you, to do love spells, binding magic, to try to siphon your energy, they're jealous of women that have a very abundant sacral chakra that refuse to marry or be with or permit their disgusting piggish behaviors. They won't. Women that have a very fertile womb that you can manifest with, they will not marry these men and allow them to be themselves and have sex with both men and women and run all over you and be toxic and do whatever they want, they don't qualify to marry you. They don't qualify for you to be their concubine because you're a man or woman of integrity. Okay. And because of that, that's why they try to force themselves on you spiritually and invade your privacy and force their way into your life. Okay. By abusing this access to this Neurolink remote viewing technology. Because no matter how much money they have, you're not going to be their concubine. And they can't marry you because you are not, you would never allow them to be a part of whatever type of open sexual society they're a part of. You would never be with a person like that and let them do. A lot of you all will be by yourself, single, if you can't be with someone that can be with you and only you, because you want to protect your spiritual energy and your sexual energy. And because they can't force you to bow down to them and give in, they try to force this on you instead. Isolate you using these bisexual ritualists, and then gang stalk you and catfish you. But then they get too forceful sometime in invading your space when they still can't access your energy because they're jealous. They're jealous because you have abundant energy and they don't qualify for it. No matter what title, they could be the president of a country, they could be the governor, but you have abundant energy. No matter how much money you make, no matter what position or station you are in your life, even if you are poor in their eyes, you still have abundant energy and have the ability to manifest so much with your abundant energy, and they can't access it no matter what title they have because they're fucking disgusting. And they hate that about you. And that's why they target you. That's why these disgusting men that are awkward with women, that can't be with you no matter how much money they have, they target you. And birds of a feather flock together. So the warlocks that work with Haile Selassie, the president of Ethiopia, and whatever other presidents and governors are involved, it could be the president of Trinidad, a lot of them. All of them are into this lifestyle. All of them are into this lifestyle. And they hate the fact they can't live their truth. They hate the fact that they can't be disgusting and live their truth, that they like to have sex with children and things of that nature. Now, if they're just bisexual, but they can't just live their truth out in the open, that's just a personal thing with them. They're worried about their reputation because a lot of the world is still very judgmental. Let's go. Tell me about trust in the reverse. What is trust in the reverse? Before I do this, somebody that made a plan. Yeah, somebody that made a plan in secret to still do magic on somebody is crying right now. Somebody might have done some spell work last night that fell straight to the ground, that is mad because they lost a relationship. They lost a relationship that was going to give them access to a whole lot of money. And somebody does not trust somebody anymore. A younger fire sign, of course, the Page of Wands. Somebody doesn't trust somebody anymore because they won't let something go. Somebody was supposed to do something to another person, and it was going to get them the reward of a marriage with a man, and it was going to give them access to wealth. And because they can't have that marriage, which would give them this soft lifestyle they desire, they feel defeated. And they won't stop trying to finish the goal of getting rid of you. Whoever you are, this person was given an assignment to get rid of you. And because they could not do it without exposing the whole group that they're connected to and who they're working for, this person pulled their energy back from them. And now this person is upset because they feel like they got fired. No one wants to work with them. So a younger fire sign that was working for this group that was supposed to get rid of you, they exposed this whole entire group by being too reckless on the physical realm. And they did not want to give up. So they continued to do spell work on you. And it just falls to the ground. But they didn't want the group to know they were still doing spell work. And this group is telling this person to stop, because every time they do spell work on you, you expose more and more about the group. Okay? Every time they do spell work on you, you come out with more information. The more they stay in your energy, the more this group stays in your energy, the more information you're going to continue to dispel and put on display about this group. The more attention the more light you're going to shine on this group. They were told to get the fuck out your energy, because you're bringing attention and exposure to what we're doing in secret in this group. And we're all going to be embarrassed and ashamed, like the president of Ethiopia, Taye Selassie, a misogynist, bisexual president that can't live his truth, and the governor of Virginia from this term or the past term, and everybody else that's a part of this group that is exclusive to wealthy men that are sick, okay, that are awkward with women, that only see women as an object. Of course, they're going to be married to a beard. Of course, they're going to be married to a beard. All of these men are always married to a beard. Okay? But it's time to live in your truth. Live your truth, Taye Selassie. Live your truth. It's okay. Taye Selassie. Maybe you can balance out the country by telling people you can live your truth. You can live your truth. You don't have to hide no more. It's 2025. If you don't want the whole world to know about what your tendencies are sexually, set an example. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Don't judge others. If bisexuality is your truth, Taye Selassie, and you're a misogynist, and you really, really hate women, and you run with a group of wealthy men that are bisexual, and you have sex with ritualist West African practitioners, then all of you come out the closet together, and then the whole world can live in harmony together. And it will change the attitudes of everybody all over the world. Ting! So somebody realizes that every single time this fire sign, every time this younger fire sign attacks you spiritually, even after they fired them, more information comes out about them, because their energy is connected to this group that they work for, that hired them to get rid of you. And you're a high priestess, and you're going to embarrass that whole group and bring them to the forefront and openly put them on display for the whole world to see. Taye Selassie, come out the closet. President of Ethiopia. Come out the closet. Come out the closet, Taye Selassie, the president of Ethiopia. It's time for change. Or maybe that's your secret plan. I said it. Yes, I said it. You ready to get out my energy now? Now you ready to get out my energy? Or you want me to keep on going? So they don't trust this younger fire sign that was paid money to get rid of you. Clarify that death card. That's their ending of the relationship with the person they hired to put on your ass. Ooh, child, right now. What, y'all gonna do a death spell? Psh, I shit on your death spell. I shit on your death spell. I shit on your death spell. Kiss my ass. Clarify death. Yeah, somebody is planning, might be planning someone's death. Whose death are they planning? It better be someone that actually can be killed. Somebody that caused an imbalance to their group. Who's this person they're planning a death for? Someone that feels defeated. Who are they planning a death for? Nah, fuck that. All of y'all better get the fuck out my energy if you want me to go back to doing love readings. If you want me to go back to doing love and spirituality readings, just about normal day-to-day stuff, all of y'all better get the fuck out my energy. Stop looking at me through that Neurolink remote technology camera y'all have. Stop fucking watching me, because every time you fucking watch me and observe me, I'm going to expose you more and more and more and more. And you know you can't kill me because I have divine protection. I need you to get the fuck out my energy. Stop fucking monitoring and watching me. Stop trying to interfere with my fucking life. If you do, I'm going to keep talking about you and exposing you to the whole world. If you want me to go back to doing regular love readings, then exit from my energy. Stop fucking watching me, and your energy won't come on my table no goddamn more. But if you want me to keep talking about your ass and exposing the truth about you, stay in my energy. Stay connected. Keep watching me. Who's this death they're planning? They're planning the death of an Aquarius. Go ahead, kill him. Shit. They're planning the death of an Aquarius because they feel like this Aquarius set them up, because this Aquarius volunteered the wrong high priestess to be fucked with. This Aquarius lied to them about who you were, and they picked you picked the wrong motherfucker to fuck with. The wrong motherfucking one. You picked the wrong high priestess to chip, implant, and to monitor, to watch, to try to set up. Bitch, you stepped on a landmine, and now you catching fire. Catch fire. So they're planning the death of this Aquarius. Anyone else? Right now, a Cancer energy is losing their shit. Right now, and there they go. I can't make this shit up. Right now, an Aries and a Cancer energy is losing their shit. Francis Severin Fotso, a West African practitioner from Cameroon. And the Cancer is Amarado Mustafa from Senegal. These two warlocks work together to set people up to be implanted with the Neurolink remote viewing technology in a handful of men and women that have notoriety, that these presidents of countries, Taye Selassie, the governor of Virginia, and many, many, many other wealthy, disgusting men wanted to watch because, yes, come on, confirmation, wanted to watch. They wanted to watch. Talk about it, Osar. You're here. You're back. Egyptian lineage here. High priestess coming through. Come on, baby. Go ahead, big boy. It's always a sign when my baby jump on this table. It's always confirmation when my baby come, because he ain't did that in a minute. Because that's confirmation from my ancestors. That the Aries is Francis Severin Fotso, Chicago, Illinois, from Cameroon, West Africa, that goes between Arizona, Colorado, Georgia, many other places, but and Chicago, Illinois. He's back. And the Cancer is Amarado Mustafa of Senegal, West Africa, that goes from Minnesota, Georgia, and Amsterdam, and wherever other locations they send him to. Okay? Connected to a Nigerian in Britain. I think it's Britain or England or somewhere there, or London, UK. This is a coven. They work for the wealth class. And what they do is they go after a handful of people that have notoriety. If you're an activist in the public eye that they resent, they'll go after your children to Neuralink them, so they can try to disgrace your children and watch them or watch you. If you're a feminist and you have notoriety, if you are, y'all get the point. So Francis Severin Fotso of Cameroon, West Africa, is fighting right now. They're fighting right now with Amarado Mustafa of Senegal, West Africa. Okay. They worked with a Central African at the NSA and an Eritrean at the NSA to provide a service to these men for this Neuralink technology to be implanted in a handful, maybe several handfuls of men and women that are high priests, high priestesses, activists, people that have any kind of notoriety, that have integrity, that they can't get to do what they want to do rituals on them. They're bisexual and they have sex with men and women to get their energy They'll send people to catfish you, to have sex with you, to date you. And then these men will have sex with those men that you sleep with, or vice versa, or whatever, to take your energy back so they can connect cords to you and try to spiritually attack you in the dreams. These people have a whole operation going. And the president of Ethiopia, Taye Selassie, with his bisexual self, come on out the closet, has access to these cameras too. Yeah, I know, ancestor. I know. And the governor of Virginia, either the past term or this term, is a part of this group. And the presidents of island countries and other places, all of these men have this service being provided by this Central African at the NSA, at a Central African and an Eritrean, that Amarado Mustafa, this Cancer warlock, the bisexual Cancer warlock, have a connection to at the NSA. So right now, because this Aquarius volunteered the wrong motherfucking high priestess for this program, they want to kill that Aquarius because they don't believe what the fuck is going on right now. What is purpose? Courage. These people can't persevere, okay? Because you're a King of Cups. This is your energy, all y'all energy that were victims of this. You are a person that knows how to love. You have a lot of empathy and compassion. You're very emotionally balanced. You protect your energy, okay? You know how to regulate your energy, and you have a high intuition. And they can't persevere because you have an actual divine purpose, and you're not scared. You're courageous. You have courage. You're not afraid to speak. Okay? What is great fortune in the reverse? The contract they put on your life is over. Someone's wish fulfillment is for someone to be in the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's wish fulfillment. Tell me more about this great fortune in reverse. There was an Emperor in the reverse. This might be this Aquarius. This Aquarius energy, this Aquarius Emperor in the reverse, this is an older Aquarius masculine, is no longer in a mental imprisonment about stopping you from manifesting great fortune using your fertile, abundant energy. They better not be, because they got a whole bunch of warlocks on their ass that are about to kill them. Taye Selassie, with his black magic ass, the president of Ethiopia, those two bisexual warlocks, okay, birds of a feather all flock together, and other people involved, they're going to sacrifice this Aquarius energy for lying to them about who you were and causing them all this exposure and embarrassment. What is high honor? Someone does not have the strength nor the power. Someone feels powerless. So it's high honor in reverse. Okay. Somebody feels powerless right now because they are being exposed, and they're no longer going to be seen as a person of high honor. They're going to be seen as a misogynist idiot, disgusting. They're disgraced. Puh! 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 Give my time higher. They're disgraced to their country and to their people. Taye Selassie, come out the closet. Enough of this. If you hate women, just come out the closet, okay? You're a part of a group that has access to these Neurolink remote viewing technologies that Elon Musk provided you all, the presidents of countries, this Central African, this Eritrean, this Somalian at the NSA, and everybody else that provides this service to all the men and women that they've sought out, okay, through the NIH, through people that work and do these studies. There's someone named Michael that worked in a lab as the supervisor over a lab at NIH that studies neuropathology that they were connected to that was in the military that arranged for these men and women to be injected with this Neurolink technology, Michael, in the military, that worked at NIH in Rockville, that was the manager and supervisor over a lab that studies neuropathology. Y'all know I'm not talking out the side of my neck. That arranged with his military buddies to do an operation with Francis Severin Foso of Cameroon, West Africa, to set people up that they targeted for this program and for this service for these wealthy men and women. Well, no, it's an all boys group. It's not women. No. Women are too busy trying to balance energy in the world. Women are too busy being catty to each other and doing other shit. It's a whole bunch of perverted. Women don't have trouble getting sex either. It's men that are awkward with women, and they hate the fact that they don't know how to do the healing work, and they're too proud to just admit, we need help, we need coaching, we need therapy to learn how to balance our feminine and masculine energy out. We need help doing our shadow work. We need help developing the empathy and compassion that it takes to be emotionally intelligent enough to get women to willingly want to be with us without money. And because we're too proud to go to therapy, because we're men of stature and money and status, we're too proud to go and get therapy, and we're jealous of other men that know how to talk to women without having to lead with money. We're jealous of other men that have a personality whereby they know how to talk to women like humans, and they're emotionally intelligent, and we don't possess those qualities. So that's the real source of our misogyny. A lack of a personality, and the embarrassment from wanting to seek help and therapy, wanting to be seen as strong. It does not take away from the strength of a man to seek out self-improvement. There are a lot of men on the planet right now in high positions, in the military, in government, that it's okay to talk to a therapist and to get help. We are coming out the dark ages into a new age of enlightenment. It's time for you all to develop and balance your feminine and masculine energy. No one's going to make fun of you. It's a proud thing when you can develop emotional intelligence. So this person is no longer seen as a person of high honor, and they're not going to get great fortune. And people are distancing themselves, and they feel powerless. They were hoping for great fortune that now they're not going to get. Instead, what they're going to get is sacrifice with the death, this Aquarius. And now they're in their thoughts about how they shouldn't have been in the mental imprisonment about stopping your great fortune. They wish they would have never fucked with you, but they fuck with the right one. Let's jump into this reading. What are the messages? Holy Divine Spirit. What are the messages? Somebody is really the wounded warrior right now. Somebody's the wounded warrior about a relationship that ended, or being distanced from a community or a coven or a group here. This might actually be a family or a relationship. Somebody is the wounded warrior. Somebody has done the most. What's the obstacle right now? What is the obstacle right now? The obstacle is somebody's having an ego death and they are overwhelmed. Because again, they stepped on a landmine. Somebody stepped on a landmine that exploded on everybody that's involved. What happened in the recent past? Yes, I will. What happened in the recent past? Y'all saw that? The car did a backflip in the air, right in the air. The Queen of Pentacles reverse might have either made an offer, or they're making an offer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When you start to expose for the world a misogynistic man that don't want to come out the closet, whose whole country's reputation is at stake, and they know, why are you embarrassing the whole fucking country? Why are you embarrassing the whole fucking country, engaging in these childish behaviors, taking part in this madness? You're shaming everybody. Somebody might want to apologize right now and bring you clarity and get the fuck out your energy, because now they're starting to bring shame and embarrassment to their whole goddamn country. And they're like, we knew you was a loser. You've always disgraced the family, and you come from a great family. We knew you would get involved in some clown ass bullshit and do this to everybody. We just knew it. We should have never financially backed you and put you into politics. We knew you would bring shame on everybody and embarrass all of us. You idiot. You idiot. Give my time a higher. Good Jim told. In the recent past, somebody might have wanted to reach out or make somebody an offer to give somebody clarity. Somebody needs to hurry up and communicate about judgment being brought on someone they hired, so somebody can shut the fuck up and go on with their life undisturbed, no longer being monitored, and left the fuck alone. Walk away. Somebody is under judgment because there's some information about something somebody did. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles reverse. The Ace of Wands reversed. The Ace of Wands reverse. Somebody didn't get what they were expecting. Something did not have the effect they thought it would. That might be like a death spell somebody tried to do, and it did not have the effect that they thought it was going to have. This Queen of Pentacles reverse. Right now, they're not getting what they want out of a Cancer energy. Cancer warlock. This West African Cancer warlock. They're not getting right now what they want out this Cancer warlock, because they reversed an ending with someone that's not all the way into whatever they've been doing, because they've told these people time and time again, look, we're fucking with God, generator, operator, destroyer. You're fucking with an ancestral bloodline that can't be fucked with. This is something bigger than me that's at play right now. And y'all are asking me to change fate. Y'all are asking me, a mere man, to turn the wheel of karma, to change the universal laws. That's a whole lot. How much you paying? Somebody does not have the same energy for whatever they're being asked to do right now. And they tried to reverse an ending, do spell work and a death spell. And instead, it's like every time they do a death spell or spell work on you, it has the opposite effect, and more embarrassing information comes out about everybody that's connected to a group. And they don't realize that the more and more they attack you, the more and more they're exposing themselves. That what they're doing is, it's a wound that's being bust wide open, and the wound is that group and what they've been below the radar doing. The spell work and death spells don't work on you, but the effect it has is they get exposed more and more and more. They can't make the correlation and the connection between every time we do spell work on this person and every time we watch them do cameras, more gets exposed about us. Is no one making the connection between us being in this person's energy, attacking them, doing death spells, and them not dying, and us being embarrassed and exposed more? No one is making that connection. See, because these are men. These are men that operate strictly out of distorted, chaotic, masculine energy. They don't have any connection at all to their intuition because they don't have balanced feminine energy inside of them. So they don't have a hint of intuition to be able to make the connection. Now, if these men were in alignment enough to be with women that could guide them when it comes to things that are not tangible, that you can touch, taste, and feel, that would be their better half. The women they're married to, if they didn't objectify women and were with women that were connected to their intuition, when a man and woman come together in a high vibration, it's where logic meets heightened intuition to form a powerhouse. Because when logic and intuition are working in balance, together, you make the best decisions. You're able to assess things and see every situation clearly, because you can see the woman gives you insight on the things that you cannot touch, taste, and feel, and the man gives you insight on the things that are physical, that might need more strategy with. And you're working together as a team. But these men only objectify women. So they're operating straight out of logic. So their dumbass can't put two and two together to see that every single time they attack you with spell work, and every single time they watch you through cameras, more and more is getting exposed, and they're being put to shame. They haven't gotten yet. Maybe if we stop watching through cameras and invading this person's privacy, and maybe if we stop attacking them, this person, they'll be able to leave them alone to live their goddamn life. If we leave this person alone and let them live their own life, then our energy is not going to keep being exposed. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles reverse energy that made an offer, and right now, somebody's getting clarity that they made an offer. They're going to release the bird, and they better, because you ain't never scared, bitch. You ain't never scared. Never. You are never scared. Ever. You are a disgrace. You have divine protection and favor. So somebody's under judgment right now. What's the Page of Swords? This communication. What is this communication? What's a Page of Swords? Somebody's about to be in the Five of Pentacles, like they tried to put you. Somebody is expecting to reverse an ending with a crime to try to cause an imbalance to someone in the Nine of Pentacles. That couldn't backstab and betray you. Oh, okay, got it. All right, so what this is saying is somebody got clarity and got some information that this younger fire sign, the Page of Wands here, with the Death card reverse, they reversed an ending because they were still expecting to be able to get away with causing you an imbalance through some kind of a crime. So even after they decommissioned this younger fire sign and told them, we're not working with you anymore, walk away, this younger fire sign that's headstrong and possessed still keeps coming for you. They still keep coming for you to try to affect your peace. Look at you. You're in a peaceful garden and you mind your business until somebody come around fucking with you. Until they come around fucking with you, you mind your business and just want to walk through the park, smell the roses, grow your tomatoes, read a book, and be left the fuck alone. But every time they disturb your peace, it falls back on the whole group that's connected. But that's your karma for hiring this stupid bitch with a low IQ, a kitchen witch that pops her pussy. They ignorant as fuck. That is your karma for hiring a low-class kitchen witch with a low IQ that only knows how to pop her pussy. Your whole group is getting exposed by a low-class, from the dirt, kitchen witch with a low IQ that only knows how to do kitchen witch magic and pop her pussy with a fat ass. That's what y'all get, because now y'all can't get this bitch out your energy, and she's bringing all this attention to your group and what your nasty asses, misogynistic men have been doing in secret. She's actually your karma. She is actually your karma. So she keeps on every time she disturbs your peace, because that Capricorn president of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie, does not want to let go. They're still being optimistic that they'll be able to use your divine energy to manifest abundance and do spell work, or use your energy to act like he got a brain in his fucking head. That's the reason why he don't want to let go of trying still. And he's the one that's bringing all this fucking attention to the NSA and the group. See, their family needs to reprimand Haile Selassie, the president of Ethiopia, that don't want to let go in this group of keep telling this person, let's try tonight one more time. That's who has access to this remote Neurolink, remote technology, this neural technology that keeps fucking watching you through a goddamn camera, through their little gentleman's club. Taye Selassie, live your truth. You find a man that makes you happy, and you hold hands and you make a public announcement, and you will let so many and set so many other men in your country free. Live your truth. They realize somebody can't be backstabbed and betrayed, and they're bringing shame and embarrassment to their whole group. They're bringing literally shame and embarrassment to their whole entire group. What are the messages, Holy Spirit? Tap into your emotions more. So they want someone to use their intuition with a situation that's happening right now. It's a situation happening right now. You might be divinely guided to move, or someone's being divinely guided to move from where they are. Somebody was chipped while they were incarcerated. I can't make this shit up. Somebody was chipped while one of y'all was chipped while y'all was incarcerated, or if you're not in my collective, there was someone that was chipped while they were incarcerated. That might be how, but I'll check these cards too. Someone might be planning on emptying a bank account and running. Somebody might be planning on emptying a bank account and running. Somebody might, I'm telling you, we are going to have to, y'all know we smart and intuitive. We are going to have to I'm telling you, in the future, women are going to need to band together. And I've been seeing so much more unity amongst women. In the past, just like the Handmaid's Tale, and just like during chattel slavery, the way that they maintain order is by keeping people, making them afraid of traitors, and making people afraid to talk to each other, and keeping each other as enemies. This was a technique and a strategy that was used during chattel slavery. And it's also a technique that you saw displayed if you ever watched The Handmaid's Tale. You don't know who's a traitor. You don't know who is on your side and who's on the other side. I'm so happy in 2025 to see women of all races and cultures starting to band together more to support more of a sisterhood, because I don't care what anybody says. In the future, women really are going to have to band together to bring balance. Otherwise, we are going to be abused in the worst way if we leave these men to their own devices. Because no matter how old they are, no matter how much money they have, even if they are the president of the country, you cannot leave men to their own devices that are not balanced in their masculine and feminine energy. They're sick 8-year-old boys. They are sick 8-year-old boys, and they will form some type of hate, misogynist, all-boy group. And the women they claim that they hate, they'll find a way to still invade their privacy and to still try to take from them and take from their energy, even though they don't need us. They need our energy. They'll still try to force their way. Okay, fine. Y'all don't want us. We're going to go over here and we're going to live in peace. We're going to live in peace and equality and freedom. And we're going to all live peacefully. No, we don't want you. Okay, we'll leave. We'll go over here and just live in peace. Girl, you cooking tonight? No. Now let's go spy on them. Let's go put cameras all around them so we can watch them shower and see what they're talking about and see what they're doing. And because they need to be watched. Why do they need to be watched? Because we need access to feminine energy. I swear to God, men act like what do we need you for? We're rich. Okay, take your money and resources and go fuck each other. But no, even when they say they don't want you, even when they say that they do not want you, and you say, okay, I'm going to go live over here. I'm going to, me and these other peaceful women, we're going to go over here. We're going to build, we're going to form a little community. We're going to cook for each other. We're going to celebrate, listen to music. We're going to garden. We're going to, they're going to come and raid wherever you're at and invade your privacy. Why? I don't know. I don't know why we're doing it. I don't know why we put cameras in the bathroom at Walmart. I don't know why we put cameras in the gym. I don't know why we're doing this. I don't know why I did it. I don't know. I don't know why the NSA got a secret group of men that decided to get a handful of feminist women and inject them with this technology so we could watch and degrade them and just fantasize about peeing and shitting on them. I don't know why. I don't know why we did it. I don't know why I drugged my wife and let all my wealthy friends gang rape her and recorded it. I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess I'm just a man. I don't know why. I'm telling you, it don't make no sense. I'm glad to see it's more emotional support amongst women in supporting their decisions to censor themselves and to find themselves and stick up for themselves and be independent, not break up families, but if you're in a good family, in a healthy relationship, but to support women that want to live a healthy life and not be abused and not like in the past, the pick-me energy where you would quote the man rules and tradition and all these other things, and they chime in. It's not that energy out there anymore. Oh, you're a single woman with a cat. For real, where'd you get your cat? So I can get one too. Women are supporting each other now. They're no longer looking down on other women, for being single, for being peaceful, for protecting their peace. Now, if you find a high vibrational man that is balanced in his masculine and feminine energy, that's good to you, that doesn't abuse you physically, spiritually, or emotionally, we all, the sisterhood, support it. We don't hate men. Absolutely not. No, we don't hate men. Not at all. But healthy men that are not going to manipulate and use old world tactics to try to harm you. But we support all women in pursuit of their freedom from any type of abuse. How? This is sick. Somebody was chipped while they were incarcerated. So this is something is happening right now with a person that was chipped while they were incarcerated. See, this was somebody that was trying to seduce your partner or love interest to be childish, to hurt you. Okay. So this might have happened in the past. Somebody that was, whoever you are, you might be someone that was targeted to get your energy, to energy harvest from you. And, one of the tactics are for them to set you up with, someone that's a part of a coven, like they want to date you. Or if you're already in a relationship, to send somebody from a coven to seduce your partner. They don't want them. It's part of their job. They'll send somebody from Occult to seduce your partner they think they might be attracted to, or they feel is slightly more attractive than you. And they'll send this person to love bomb your partner to pull them away from you, to hurt you. And that's how they energy harvest. And then what they were going to do is sabotage your job or your transportation by using these scare tactics that you can't pay your bills. This has to do with your financial stability. By either sabotaging your transportation or your job, it would force you to stay in a relationship with somebody that is triangulating you with someone that was paid to seduce your partner. So now someone's intentionally sabotaging your finances or your ability to get back and forth to work. So now you're going to be forced to stay in a relationship while someone that was paid to seduce your partner, you're triangulated against them. And this way they can have endless supply from you. And one is supposed to help the other. See, If you're independent and you can pay your own bills and you have transportation, the minute someone tries to seduce your partner and your partner is engaging or indulging, you can just ghost them. Okay, bye. I don't care, child. I know I'm fine as hell, child. Inside and out, bitch. I got the whole fucking package. The hell, I don't care. You know, you can easily walk away. And that's the reason they need to sabotage your finances and your transportation, so that when this starts occurring, you will not have the financial independence or transportation to get away from that person. These people are so, if they put this, man, if these people put this energy, if they put this much energy in getting a job or opening a goddamn business or find something constructive to do, who sits around and comes up with these dumbass plans? The people later on that walk around pushing shopping carts with plastic grocery bags on their head smelling like doo-doo. The people later on in life that you see getting karma, and you're like, man, I wonder why this person is down bad like that. Because when they were younger, this is what they invested their time and energy in doing. Who is this person that was tricked while they were incarcerated? Okay, somebody could be a Taurus. Okay, somebody, it's Taurus Libra energy here, but it could be any sign. Or the contract ended for an Empress reverse that was doing magic on you. Okay, so the contract ended for an Empress reverse that was doing magic on you, spell work. So they were doing spell work on your financial situation and transportation, and they were trying to seduce your partner or sent somebody toward your partner while they were doing spell work on your job. And what's happening to them right now? They're making an offer for what? Or are they doing spell work right now? The Death card, right now, somebody is unable to move forward, or they're not having victory and success with something. They're not getting their wish fulfillment. Okay, so this person might actually be doing spell work right now. It could be a Libra, a Taurus, or just an older man with feminine energy, or a woman. Okay, they want to, they can't persevere, and this is a person that already decided to get a new start and go in another direction. But they might have double backed to try to see if they could help these people once more, because they might have offered them some more money. Oh, we don't care. Because these people are powerless. We don't care. Their spell work does nothing. Yeah, they still give and take from this group a little bit. Like someone already walked away from this group in a new direction with their life, but they still have a small relationship where they might take some side work. Like, hey, can you quickly do a spell for me? I'll give you this much money. I need you to do a spell right now tonight, or I need you to quickly attack this person. They might still do a little bit of side work for this group, even though they walked away. That's the energy I'm getting. Okay, and somebody's under spiritual judgment for making them an offer to do this. So somebody is under spiritual judgment for making them an offer to try to orchestrate something to do this. Yep, because somebody wants to win at all costs, because it's like it gets worse and worse and worse. See, it's like you step on shit. It's like you walking through the grass and you step on shit in a new pair of shoes or sneakers. And if you try to clean the shit off your shoe, it gets in the crevices of the sneaker, and it doesn't start stinking until you start fucking with it. So the more you try to clean the shit off the bottom of your sneaker shoe with all those grooves in it, the more the shit spreads around and the worse it stinks. You understand? So whatever's going on here, somebody feels defeated, and they want to win at all costs, because it seems like the more and more they fuck with your energy, the louder you get, the more exposed they get, and the smellier it gets. So the more they fuck with the shit on the bottom of their sneaker, the more it stinks. The best thing they can do is walk the fuck away and never return. Like, just like when in the movie The Lion King, he said, "Go away, Scar, and never return." This is the end of The Lion King right here, movie, the Disney movie. And we telling Scar, when we set fire to his tail, we set the fire of God to his tail, run away and never return. The Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. You might be a Hierophant energy. Somebody fucked around and fucked with a whole Judgment High Priestess Hierophant energy. Somebody fucked with a whole High Priestess Hierophant Judgment energy. And it was supposed to happen that way. So whatever spell work somebody doing right now, it already fell to the ground. Fall to the ground. Let's get it. I'm telling you. You know what? I gotta be honest. I saw a TV show many years ago, many years ago. And it was almost like a Star Trek show, but it wasn't Star Trek. It was just some kind of TV show about like the future of what civilization is going to look like. And it was some type of existence where women all came together all over the world because the men got too out of control with trying to control our feminine energy to manifest but in a low vibrational way. And women all over the world in governments and everywhere took over. And it turned into a thing where all of the men were put up under some type of control where they were only used for breeding. It was one of those sci-fi shows. It was a sci-fi show that I saw where women literally ran the world and the whole world changed, where the men literally were being used as breeders only. And they would only use the top breeders. Like they would be like, okay, the woman would walk through a facility where they'd have all these men on display and they would be running on a treadmill and the woman would be inspecting them, deciding whether or not they're worthy enough to breed with. And it's like the whole idea of family structure, you know, it had changed. This is like futuristic. Where all of the men that were out of control, that were aggressive, that were trying to enslave women and put them back into some type of Handmaid's Tale had been rounded up because the women came together all over the world to round all the men up that could not, that were violent, that were trying to create a Handmaid's Tale fantasy for themselves out of the world. And they were all like in some form of incarceration. And only the best of the best of the best men were allowed freedom. And the women would come and like pay money to breed with them. And they were creating a new type of society. It was such an interesting sci-fi show, but it was talking about like the future, because a lot of people are shying away from marriage. A lot of women are shying away from marriage until they either find a man, which is like a needle in a haystack, that really does not see them as an object or a tool, but actually is balanced in their masculine and feminine energy and willing to have enough to exercise enough discipline by being responsible, by acting emotionally intelligent and doing what's right, you know, to build a strong family. It was only those men that would be allowed to breed and be allowed to live in society, but the rest of them were like rounded up in some kind of prison. It was a futuristic show, but it was so interesting because it's almost like society is like heading in a weird direction right now because they're refusing to evolve. It's like they're fighting like a spoiled child. It's like a child throwing a tantrum. No, I don't want to change. No, I like it the old way, you know, and they're throwing these tantrums. And they know what is the world going to look like in the future with such a low population of people getting married. Because, again, yes, it's actually men that prefer to stay married more than women because they benefit the most from it. You know, they benefit the most from it because even living in a house with a man, your energy is going out your body and being drained from you. It's not just sex, it's every interaction. Spiritually and energetically, emotionally and physically, how you're interacting and interfacing with the man 24 hours around the clock, being in a spiritual marriage connected to them, your energy, whether you realize it or not, is constantly being drained by that man. And if it's not a productive man that is pouring back into you, you're just being completely whittled away and completely drained. And a lot of women are realizing this, and they're steering away from marriage. Marriage is not some fantasy anymore. Of course, we want marriage and healthy families and communities with healthy men that are responsible, and they practice discipline out of their responsibility. They discipline their sexual energy out of responsibility. And it's not because they can't. It's because they've been spoiled by the patriarchy to pretend like, no, I have no control. I'm a man. That's a lie. You lack discipline. You refuse to practice discipline because you've been spoiled by the patriarchy. Let's go. I'm sure I just lost all my masculine and man subscribers. What are the messages? This was or is an opportunity. Never argue with the fool, because from a distance, folks cannot tell who is who. They want me to pull a chakra card. It's on the floor. I can't see what chakra they're talking about, but it doesn't matter. It'll come out whatever they want me to talk about. So they want me to pull a chakra card. So there's somebody that might want to gaslight you right now, that's being offered some kind of an opportunity, or someone wants to offer you some kind of an opportunity. I just heard somebody say, shut her mouth. Shut her mouth. Shut her mouth. You kiss my ass. Shut your mouth. You kiss my goddamn ass. The inside. The part that looks like a Twizzler. I'll hold it all the way wide open for you. You know, some of us have clear audio. It's a man, of course. Shut her mouth. You shut your mouth. We listened to you talk for 2,000 fucking years. It's our turn. Somebody over-analysis. Somebody over-analyzes things, solar plexus. Somebody might have an issue with their legs that's connected to the root chakra. Somebody might be very fearful right now, root chakra. It ain't me. I can tell you that. It damn sure ain't Kuan Yin ass. Kuan Yin ain't fearful of nothing. Anything happens to me, it means I'm free. I'm free from this world. I'm free from past karma. My job is over. Child, what I got to be afraid for? I'm sitting here dealing with some spiritual judgment from some shit I did in the past life that's coming to an end. Heart chakra, overactive, ruled by emotions, unable to regulate. Throat chakra, underactive, feeling unheard or struggling to express their thoughts and emotions. You know this ain't me. You know goddamn well this shit ain't me. Struggling to express thoughts and emotions. Bitch, a bitch too expressive. Yeah, intense dreams and trouble sleeping. So somebody, is something going on with someone's third eye where they keep having intense dreams. They're having trouble sleeping. They're very fearful. They're having pain in their legs. Root chakra, over analysis of things. They're having trouble expressing. They feel like they're unheard and they can't express their thoughts. Throat chakra. They're ruled by they're unable to regulate their emotions. All right. They said 3 more from this, and that's it. They want me to pull 3 more of these chakra cards. Heart chakra, circulation issues related to high blood pressure, heart palpitation, heart attack. Somebody might be having issues with their heart right now. Spiritual inability to trust. So right now, somebody has a spiritual inability to trust. Someone is having an issue with their large intestines, solar plexus. Mental instability, emotional and mental instability, solar plexus. Third eye, underactive, poor memory, vision. Constant fatigue, sacral chakra, underactive. The sacral chakra is underactive, constant fatigue. Lord, somebody's having pains in their legs, spiritually inability to trust. They're having mental instability. Their large intestines is fucked up. We need to know who this is. Poor memory, vision. Something's going on with someone's mind. They're having intense dreams, trouble sleeping. You still want to force open your third eye. You still want to have magical powers. You still want to join a coven and become the best witch or warlock without doing the work, without balancing your other chakras. You still want to force spiritual abilities open inside of you without following the rules and doing things the right way God intended, by going through and doing your shadow work to get your chakras in alignment. Somebody doesn't want it. I feel like somebody did not do the shadow work required to get their chakras in alignment. Somebody did not do the shadow work to get their chakras in alignment. And because they did not do the shadow work to get their chakras in alignment, right now, if they were playing in spell work and magic and witchcraft and messing around with their crown chakra and third eye, that could cause poor memory, vision, intense dreams, trouble sleeping. And right now, this person's having constant fatigue. They're mentally, emotionally, and mentally unstable. They are having spiritual fear, and their large intestines is an issue with the world card. It's over because the cycle is over, and somebody refused to let up. The world card is over. Somebody better go in another direction because they're falling apart. Who is this energy we're talking about, Holy Spirit? Somebody might be a Virgo. Who's this energy that we're talking about? Somebody might be very emotional about a Virgo. Somebody might be losing their mind because what their wish fulfillment is. To make somebody homeless, the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Let me shuffle a little. Somebody invested very poorly. So this could be a Virgo doing this. It could be a teacher doing this. This could be some kind of, the hermit could be a teacher, someone that studies. It could be your energy, or it could be the person that's doing this to you that could have wanted you to lose your stability, that could have invested poorly. Who is this energy that did this? Clarify. Who is this energy that did this? Someone that is consumed right now by their emotion and heartbroken. A Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, Queen of Swords. So somebody might have heavy air in their chart. This could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini right now that did this to a Virgo or did this to a hermit energy. Trying to get a judgment reverse. I just saw it. Okay. Somebody needs to go in another direction like they were being warned to. An air sign and a Cancer. An air sign and a Cancer that have been being reckless together. Wattless. A wattless air sign and a Cancer. They got clarity. They got clarity about a message. The Page of Wands. They got clarity about a message about Empress in reverse that was trying to create an injustice for you. Okay. Getting a new job. So they got clarity that an Empress in reverse might have gotten a new job and a brand new start. Okay. So there was a Cancer possibly a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy that was getting reckless because they got clarity that an Empress in a reverse, Justice, this could be a Libra. Justice and the Empress in reverse are both Libra energy. Someone might have heavy Libra in their chart. And there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. There could be two air signs in this reading and a water sign. This could be a Cancer. They might have gotten clarity. Somebody might have a side hustle or a new job or with that Page of Pentacles, something like that. And what about it? That caused them a burden. Somebody that burdened somebody, that somebody's moving forward in their life. So they felt like they were burdened about somebody moving forward in their life. Okay. Because of the Four of Wands, this could be a community of people that they were a part of. Okay. Yeah, this could be a community of people that they were a part of that while they were involved with these people, they might have felt cooped up. They might have felt isolated. They might have felt restricted, depressed. They might have felt like a weight was on their shoulders, being in this energy with these people that are in this King of Pentacles reverse energy, willing to do anything for money. And they're not in a mental imprisonment about whatever the goal or group of this community was. They're not in a mental imprisonment about it. So what did this air sign and Cancer do? The Ace of, all right, so something was not what they were expecting. What did they do? What action did they take? The Ten of Pentacles reverse. They tried to do something to somebody's job. The Six of Pentacles reverse. They tried to do something to cause an imbalance in a resource, energy, something having to do with someone's job. They tried to cause them to have an imbalance. That they did something very reckless. What's the Hermit? Clarify the Hermit. The Hermit reversed. Someone might be a Virgo. Okay. The Strength card. Someone could have Leo. Oh, somebody could have both Virgo and Leo in their chart, or somebody could have, all right, so somebody could have Virgo and Leo in their chart, or they could be Leo, Virgo, cusper, or something like that. Okay. And what did this person, oh, they tried to cause somebody to have some kind of financial imbalance regarding something that they might do for work, because they didn't want to let go of somebody or something. So I'm picking up on like a Leo, Virgo, cusper. Okay, now this might be a Leo man. This could be a man that's a Leo, Virgo, cusper. Donations! Somebody might be like a Leo, Virgo, cusper, possibly. And they got a message from Cancer and a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that somebody got a new job or side hustle or something like that. And they did something to try to cause something unequitable or unfair or unbalanced with whatever this person is doing for work. Go ahead. Because they want to avoid a tower, because they are stuck in a cycle themselves. This person is trying to avoid a tower because they're stuck in a cycle themselves. So it sounds like a hating ass man that is mad because somebody is moving on with their life and they're stuck in some kind of cycle, and somebody has ended a cycle in their life and they're trying to get a new beginning. And it feels like somebody is jealous or hateful. Why is this person doing this to this person? Because they're overly emotional right now. So there might be someone that's overly emotional right now. It could be a Leo, Virgo, cusper, or a Libra, one or the other. Why is this person doing this to cause an imbalance to somebody's new start? Because they're embarrassed and they're in deep regret and they're an overly logical thinker. They have a distant detachment style due to unhealed childhood wounds. This is someone that has a distant attachment style due to unhealed childhood issues. Why is this person doing this to this person's new start? Everlasting love, because they love them. Everlasting love. Ciao. and they have wicked thoughts. There you go. There goes these bipolar men. Somebody wants everlasting love with somebody. Somebody might be a Leo, Virgo, Cusp. Somebody might be a Libra. Somebody's a Cancer. Someone's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody is in deep regret. They're overly emotional. They're embarrassed. They're an overly logical thinker, and they're feeling shame and embarrassment right now. They have a negative detachment style due to childhood issues, and they want everlasting love with somebody. And they did something to try to create some kind of imbalance to somebody's job, money, their new start, or something else. Okay. Somebody is in their ego because someone's stuck in their ego because they know that somebody is intelligent, wise, intellectual. They're very strong. They can think for themselves and no one can influence them. And somebody has unhealed trauma. Somebody has unhealed trauma from childhood physical abuse. Okay. And so somebody's doing this to somebody simply because they're trying to better their own life, and they know this person's intelligent, wise, intellectual, and they're very strong. They can think for themselves. No one can influence them. They might have childhood issues, one or the other, some trauma from physical abuse in their childhood. But the person doing this to them is they're just stuck in their ego because they feel like they've lost a good thing. That's what I'm getting with everlasting love. With everlasting love, somebody feels like they lost a good thing, and they're acting out of trauma with somebody. Okay. Well, so they could be trying to mess up someone's opportunity. They might be trying to mess up somebody's opportunity. Okay, I'll pull one more, and that'll be it. I have to remember today's Saturday. Recharge. There is a ghost or a spirit of someone your ancestors may have wronged that could be haunting someone that's haunting you. There is a ghost or a spirit of someone that you or your ancestors have wronged that might be trying to harass or bother you. Okay, solar plexus. Next in line for an opportunity to die or transition their ass out of here and try again. Okay, spiritual gifts, stolen inheritance. This is spiritual corruption of the highest order. Okay, somebody wants your spiritual gifts, or they tried to get your spiritual gifts, but the person is possessed by a spirit of someone that your ancestors have wronged. Somebody might be from Cuba. Somebody has a connection to the NSA. Somebody's name might be Joe, connected to the FBI in Maryland. A new love opportunity. Someone's name might be Edwin Panas. Someone's name might be Carl Lindo. Someone's name might be Carl. Someone's name might be Edwin. Somebody might be a new love opportunity. Somebody might be Cuban. Somebody's name might be Joe in the FBI. Someone's name might be Elon Musk. Child, somebody might be a drug dealer. Somebody might be a drug dealer, a street pharmacist. This might involve two or more family members, somebody's play brother or play sister. Somebody might be from Colorado or connected to Colorado. Something might be going on with somebody's crown chakra. Colorado don't even belong in that deck. All right, let's go. A ghost or a spirit of someone your ancestors have wronged. Now, you know that's way too many. We're going to have to do that again. It's too many. Somebody is a drug dealer. Somebody might be a YouTube employee messing with your stats. Again, I got Joe, FBI in Maryland. Someone is Vietnamese. At Faye 7147, that's someone in the CIA. A South African, that's Elon Musk. A Korean boss, supervisor. These are all friends. Okay. This might be someone in my collective. This might be someone in my collective right now. And an Eritrean at the NSA. And your foster parents. This is the mother or father of one or more of your children. This is your ex-husband or ex-wife. This is a romantic couple. All right, we'll see. All right, I want it out there. A new love opportunity. Why does that keep coming out? What is a new love opportunity? Clarify. What is a new love opportunity? What is a new love a page of pentacles from the past? Which fulfillment was what? To cause a death? Clarify that death card. Clarify that death card. Somebody was in their ego. Somebody could be a Scorpio, or somebody was in their ego about causing somebody a death in the past. Let's talk about, okay, let's see what's going on here. Edwin Panas. What's this death energy? All right. Somebody might have received a message from somebody. Somebody might have received a message from somebody about a hermit energy. Okay. From a Pisces that gave them some information about something concerning the lovers. A new love opportunity, but it didn't go in their favor. So somebody might have tried to catfish somebody to set them up to be attacked. Is this for the death? Oh, give clarity. All right, so somebody made Edwin Panas, and someone made Edwin Panas, is what I got, and a Pisces gave them information about setting somebody up to be killed for a death. Who's this page of pentacles right here? To kill who? To try to drain somebody. They wanted to drain this page of pentacles. Who is this? This could be a younger Virgo. This is a Virgo. This is a younger Virgo. It might be a child or a young adult. So somebody got some information about somebody setting up someone's child to be killed or attacked or sexually assaulted and raped to drain their energy. Let's talk about it, Holy Spirit. Somebody was not in a mental imprisonment. Somebody was not in a mental imprisonment about setting something up to attack a young adult child that's a Virgo with the 5 of Wands here to drain their energy. What did this Edwin energy Panas do, Holy Spirit? What did this Edwin energy do? They took a risk to set up someone's child. Was someone's child sexually assaulted by somebody? They were in their thoughts about taking a risk to do this. Was someone's child sexually assaulted by this Edwin Panas or someone they sent toward them? Someone could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They were in their thoughts about either a mother figure or a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. And trying to keep this secret. Was this child sexually assaulted or drained by someone sent toward them? The Empress and sadness. What is that? The Five of Cups. Clarify the Five of Cups. The spell work backfired. They were trying to do some spell work on somebody's child, a Virgo. Somebody has a young adult child that is a Virgo. Okay. There might be a Pisces that might have gotten some information about something that was reckless that was done to drain a younger child that's a Virgo's energy, but the spell work backfired. Did they make contact with this child? Something got illuminated with the Sun card. Something got illuminated with the Sun card about a Queen of Swords, reverse that took an offer from somebody in the government to do this. It came out several times, but I put it back. Tell me about Joe Giovanni Donnelly in the FBI. What part did Joe Giovanni Donnelly in the FBI? This might be someone getting divorced or out of a community right now. Out of this community. Is this person going to jail? What is the Nine of Swords? Clarify the Nine of Swords. They didn't get what they were expecting. Okay. Someone was expecting somebody to go to jail. Someone was expecting who to go to jail? Oh, an Empress. Okay. So Joe Giovanni Donnelly in the FBI in Levansville, Maryland, Joe Giovanni Donnelly of the FBI was expecting an Empress to go to jail. Joe Giovanni Donnelly in the FBI was expecting for an Empress to go to jail for nothing at all. Did they play a role in sexually assaulting this younger Virgo? They took some money. Some bribe money in the government. Okay, that's Joe Giovanni Donnelly, the FBI. They took bribe money to create some kind of an illusion whereby a judgment would be reversed. Okay. And somebody started working on trying to get something done with this night energy. Yeah, to sacrifice somebody. They were trying to sacrifice somebody to kill them because they didn't go to jail. So someone named Joe Giovanni Donnelly in the FBI in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area from Levansville, Maryland, they took Ace of Pentacles offer in the government to create some kind of gang stalking and illusion for an Empress to get a judgment and a legal judgment in the court reverse. But when that didn't happen, they made an agreement with somebody to help sacrifice an Empress for a large amount of money. Okay, that's Joe Giovanni Donnelly in the FBI. And who were they trying to sacrifice, the child or the Empress? They were trying to sacrifice somebody, but whoever they tried to sacrifice, they remained balanced, but they might have lost their stability. Is this, or lost money? Is this child, the Virgo? Oh, okay. So they tried to do a death spell on a child, a young Virgo child, but instead that child might have lost their stability or money or something, or they got drained. And this, the devil, the Capricorn. All right. So this Capricorn energy is Haile Selassie, the president of Ethiopia. That's been financing this. This Capricorn is Haile Selassie, the president of Ethiopia. That's part of that all boys group that gets to watch women that they despise and are jealous of because they're secretly gay and misogynistic. This is who's been financing these people with all this money. It's been coming from the Selassie family of McLean, Virginia. Now, they all don't live in McLean, Virginia anymore, but the Selassie family of McLean, Virginia has been financing people in the government to do death spells, black magic, and to energy harvest, to do all this stuff with the NSA and other people. And the money is coming from the president of Ethiopia. The money is coming from the president of Ethiopia to finance some of this gang stalking for a handful of people that have been Neuralinked and other things like that. That's where the money was coming from. Okay. Again, I'm going to say it. Tayi Selassie, he bisexual, misogynistic man that's awkward with women, and became very dark because it's so deep and suppressed inside of him, not to do his shadow work, that he lets it out in these sick ways that his other men friends do it, by invading women's spaces because they have money, and they do it for entertainment, probably with drinks and cigars. You know, the NSA gives them access to watch us through cameras. So this is where the money has been, because y'all are like, who is financing this gang stalking? Now, he's not the only one. There might be an official from Cuba or the president. There are other presidents of countries and officials that are all connected to this stuff going on. But this is only one of the people that have been financing and paying people that work in the government to do stuff to people. So Tayi Selassie, the president of Ethiopia, is where the financing and the offer for the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, came from, to attack an Empress's daughter, of Virgo. Someone might have a daughter that's a Virgo, a young adult. The Empress, because they couldn't attack the Empress and put them in jail, and no death spell will work. So they paid Joe Giovanni Donnelly in the FBI, in Lavagnesville, Maryland. He had a career in the FBI, to send and contract somebody out to possibly sexually assault a younger Virgo. And it could have been someone named Edwin Panas. This might be someone of Panamanian descent that this person gave the job to drain whoever this younger Virgo is. Anything else, Holy Spirit, so we can move on? And this has to do with these people. They're targeting people that have spiritual gifts, stolen inheritance. Okay. Somebody can't plan something, and somebody is crying right now in their Cheerios. Somebody right now is crying in their goddamn Cheerios. And because they're cussing somebody out because they didn't expect to get exposed by a mother figure. They were not expecting for a mother figure to expose this. So there might be someone named Edwin. There may be a name named Edwin that might be of Panamanian descent. Since Joe Giovanni Donnelly, this FBI agent that took a bribe, the money came from the president of Ethiopia, Tayi Selassie, to try to get the spiritual gifts of an empress and her Virgo child. They're most likely, whoever this Edwin is Panamanian as well. These people might come from DC, maybe these people are from the DC area. Okay. And they feel defeated. Somebody's going to jail. Somebody's going to jail. What else, Holy Spirit? Anything else? Anything else? Somebody's going to jail. Somebody's having an ego death. See, somebody knew that you had spiritual gifts and a bit. Someone knew that you were spiritually gifted and you had spiritual gifts and abilities. You might have gifts to see people coming before they're coming. Your third eye might be fully open. You might be able to remote view people. You might have like all of that shit going on, and your child might have all that shit going on too. It might not have been fully awoken in them yet. And these people contracted with Tayi Selassie, the president of Ethiopia, to try to steal your spiritual abilities and gifts, or harness you and your child's energy through Joe Giovanni Donnelly at the FBI by contracting Edwin, a Panamanian that might be from around 12th Street or Georgia Avenue, Rittenhouse in Northwest DC. The end. Next. Tell me about, I feel like this is just Elon Musk, because Elon Musk came out first, and Vietnamese. Tell me about South Africa, Elon Musk, the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Tell me about South Africa. Clarify this South Africa energy. This might be Elon Musk. Somebody might be taking action right now. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if I go offline in a few minutes or seconds. Okay. If I go offline, I'm just going to end it for the day. I'm not going to come back on. I'm just letting y'all know. Somebody might be taking action to try to create an illusion right now to confuse something, to balance the situation because they don't want to be under judgment. Of course, Elon Musk is not going to go into judgment because y'all know what it is. But the people that the other people that are connected to these circles, they actually can go to jail. They actually can go to jail. Okay. Somebody's going to try to, someone that's watching right now with the Seven of Pentacles is taking action to create an illusion about a judgment or a decision. Because a narcissist is in a mental imprisonment right now, and they're walking away from, someone is walking away from someone narcissistic, and someone might be about to go to jail. They're going to act like they don't know them. They're going to act like they don't know how they got access to his technology to Neurolink you and do all the things they wanted to do to take your spiritual gifts. Of course, Elon Musk is going to distance. I had no idea. No, I have nothing to do with it. Absolutely not. Nope. They somehow took my invention or took my stuff and they did their own side thing with it. So sorry they did that to you. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. All right. So you might be about to get justice. Or if this is your daughter and she's a Virgo, y'all are going to get justice for what these people did to y'all to try to steal your spiritual gifts and ability, because this shit ends right now. It's over. Yeah, the bribing from the bisexual, misogynistic Cntry'S, the president of Ethiopia, that is part of this all-boy club where they have access to Neurolink remote monitoring by an illegal injection that was placed in your body without your permission to view and watch you. Because they can't control you, and your spiritual abilities and gifts come from God. And the reason they don't have them is because God don't trust them with these types of gifts. So they put and invested a lot of money into these people doing this to you. That shit is fucking over. Now, of course, Cntry'S, he's all the way in Ethiopia, and he won't go to jail for a crime in America as long as he stays his ass in Ethiopia. But the people that he offered this money to, the people that Cntry'S, the president of Ethiopia, offered money to will go to jail. Edwin, a Panamanian, 12th Street, Rittenhouse, Georgia Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C. Joe Giovanni Donnelly of the FBI. Joe Giovanni Donnelly of the FBI in Levinesville, Maryland. The practitioners, everybody involved. Something's not going to go in their favor because they have clarity. Child, they be picking the right people with spiritual gifts to fuck with. Bitch, you be picking the right people to fuck with spiritual gifts. You gotta pick the ones that's not scared. You gotta pick the motherfuckers that's not scared, that's not afraid. You gotta choose the people that's not scared. I mean, that is scared. You gotta choose people that you can boo scare. Vietnam. Who is this Vietnamese? Why are you going to have a baby with that black girl? Now I have black baby in my house. Why you bring that black baby in my house? You went and pull your pants up. Why you going to have baby with that black girl? Now I don't even know how to comb my grandbaby's hair. Lord. Who is this Vietnamese that feels powerless right now because they know it's coming down? Someone that orchestrated something in your community? Who is this Vietnamese? Who is this Vietnamese? So there's someone of Vietnamese descent that orchestrated something to happen to you, and they feel powerless about a crime that they orchestrated to do to somebody. This could be online or in person, and they know they're connected to somebody's case, and whatever they thought was going to be hidden is about to be exposed that they were doing to a hermit. this is about to be broken wide the fuck open. And they're sad. Who gives a fuck? They took action for a King of Wands reversed fire wine. Maybe they drank wine with this person. Fire wine. Oh, I'm going to invent my own wine. It's going to be called fire wine. They were in their ego about creating a gang stalking illusion in your community with the fire sign and taking quick action. This Vietnamese to win at all costs. And now they know if they're connected to this case that everybody involved is literally going to go to jail or have an ankle monitor on for what they participated in. They was not expecting all this. They wasn't expecting all this. Now they want to move to calmer waters and mind their business. Bitch, you should have been moved to calmer waters and minded your own damn business. What else? Somebody is in their thoughts right now. This could be a Pisces, or this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, man or woman that is in their thoughts right now about how they're going to lose everything. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Next in line for an opportunity to die and transition their ass out of here, and then I'm going to wrap it up. We already know that this CIA, this person that worked for, had a career in the CIA at Face 7147, she's already dying, actually. She already has the illness that she's not recovering from. Let's go. Y'all like Indiana Jones trying to get the Ark of the Covenant. It's like it's like y'all were on a search for the Holy Grail. Y'all went on a fucking witch hunt for the Holy Grail. I might watch the Da Vinci Code today. I love that movie. It's like y'all went on a grail quest. Y'all went on a fucking grail quest with people that have a lot of money, right? To get people that have spiritual gifts and abilities. You went on this big grail quest, right? And now you then got the Holy Grail, which of course is sacred, divine, feminine energy. It's actually the sacral chakra, the energy that we possess. That's what the Holy Grail actually is. Okay. But y'all went on a quest for the Holy freaking Grail, right? And y'all got, I'm mixing it up with Indiana Jones. Y'all got the Ark of the Covenant, but only a certain energy signature and spiritual ranking is supposed to open the box. And if the wrong spiritual signature opens up the Ark of the Covenant, like in Indiana Jones, then it's going to unleash hell on earth on everybody, diseases, plagues. You're going to go crazy, insanity, bad karma, death. All these crazy things are going to come out that box if the wrong person opens it. And that's basically what they did in pursuing God's people that have spiritual abilities that were given to them because they can handle them, not to abuse them, and they know how to balance their dark and light energy. But your evil demonic people went on a grail quest, okay, an Indiana Jones hunt, looking for the Ark of the Covenant, and you tried to tap into it and force it open, try to force its legs open, try to force yourself spiritually on it we're going to take this energy and use it to destroy the world and rule over everybody and destroy everything in our path and live like kings until we die like gremlins. Okay. And when you tried to do that, it unleashed hell on all of y'all. And now all of y'all are sick, dying, getting brain cancer, getting dementia, and all of y'all are rotten and decaying all around for going and open up the Ark of the Covenant, for trying to take the Holy Grail and use it for your own selfish. How selfish? You came after the Holy Grail to obtain it so that you could literally use it to self-indulge. When you know in Buddhist philosophy, it says the man that acts on behalf of humanity, that does things out of love for humanity, that's the person that gets good karma, that's blessed. And the man that does and acts out of self-interest, that's misfortune and karma. You don't gain abundance that way. These people, they went on a grail hunt so that they could literally act out of their own self-interest. They literally wanted to be able to pay for boys and girls to have sex with, to have money, to throw and do whatever they want, to play games with people's lives, to be able to fly Instagram models to Dubai, to boo-boo on them. These people just want money while people in the world are starving, need opportunities, while things need to be done, they have enough of everything they need. These people are very wealthy, but even having enough, because they're not happy on their within, these people feel empty inside. And even with having all the money in the world, they still want access to your power and energy to self-indulge more, instead of spreading the resources around to people that really need it in their countries. Come on now, through somebody. Come on, Cntry'S Selassie. You need more money to do what with? Pay for dancing boys of Afghanistan to pop their pussy for you? What the fuck? You know, there are people, you can invest money in your country to develop it better in other regions of your country, instead of spending money on yourself with your trifling, disgraceful ass. Give my time, Aya. You good damn tool. Next in line for an opportunity to transition their ass out of here and try again. Next in line for an opportunity to transition their ass out of here and try again. Somebody's sad to see you balanced. Somebody is so sad to see that you're balanced. Somebody's so heartbroken and they want to avoid a tower. The governor of goddamn Virginia, the president of Ethiopia, spending money to do a real goddamn hunt, chasing spiritual abilities that you don't fucking have. Because you can't handle the responsibility. Because you might function logically like a grown man, but emotionally, you're the president of a motherfucking country that emotionally is an 8-year-old boy. You are an 8-year-old boy when it comes to your emotions. When it comes to your emotions, you're between the age of 8 and 12 years old. And that's why the world is fucked up today, because you have a whole bunch of politicians, governors, and presidents all over the world that function as adult men, but they function when it comes to their emotions on the level of an 8 to 12-year-old boy. That's why the world is in the condition it is. Because all these men that are presidents of countries, not every one of them, but so many of them function on the level emotionally of an 8-year-old childish boy. Sorry, the card fell on the floor. Next in line for an opportunity to die and transition. It's an opportunity because it gives you an opportunity to come back again and to start all over again on your lesson. Because that's what life is. My father told me one time, hell and heaven is right here on earth. My father told me that earth is nothing but a school. And you're here to learn. And that's it. Next in line to die, an opportunity to transition their ass out of here and try again. This could be a younger fire sign that couldn't plan something, that was burdened, that was supposed to hold you back. Yeah, because they feel like this fire sign did too much, and it caused. They feel like this fire sign did way too much. They feel like this fire sign did way too much, and they're the reason for all of their shame, exposure, and embarrassment. But God is the reason for your shame, exposure, and embarrassment. You are the reason for your shame, exposure, and embarrassment. Because the president of Ethiopia, Cntry'S Selassie, that's a part of this group with the governor of Ethiopia, those warlocks, and everybody else involved. But him specifically doesn't want to let go. He keeps looking in the fucking camera, watching you. Understand, they have this technology they've given to these men when they want to be amused, entertained, just watch you. And every time he gets in your energy and fucking watches you and then does spell work on you, it's exposing him more and more and more. He should have stayed the fuck out your energy. So they also feel like because of the rogue tactics of this younger fire sign, they exposed the group. They did too much. And these people can't self-reflect. So they're going to project on to whoever needs to go. So they might be trying to take out that Aquarius and this fire sign. It could be an air sign too with that King of Swords. All right, give me a final message so I can get ready to close this out. Give me a final message. Yeah, we know y'all are moving fast and breaking shit. Yeah, of course. You're moving fast and breaking shit. You're going to move fast, break shit everywhere but around this high priestess because, bitch, I ain't never scared. You demons. You do all the movements that you want, but you're cowards. Y'all are cowards. Yeah, I know you hate me. You're going to reverse an ending. Who gives a fuck? You're weak. You can't do shit. Yeah, that's it. The cycle's over. They can't create no more illusions. And they better get the fuck about your energy too. Or else there's more to come. Somebody didn't get their wish fulfillment. And Aquarius didn't get their wish fulfillment, which was to be the wealthy man. They did not get their wish fulfillment. One final card. There could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio taking very quick action to do something. Who gives a fuck? Yep. There might be a Cancer energy like, man, fuck that. I ain't working with y'all no more. I don't want to be friends with y'all no more. I'm going to work a regular job. The Knight of Pentacles. Nope. It's too much of a, I can't make it up. Look, there they go. The Knight of Cups reverse. This Queen of Cups energy. This Cancer energy is getting on the up and up right now. They're like, I'm done. It's over. I'm done. It's over. That's it. They're not going to work with these people no more. They're not going to associate with these people no more. Yeah, now they're going to get a straight job and just work a regular straight job and get money off their own energy because somebody knows too fucking much. They do too much and they're causing too much burden on too many people. And this is this Cancer energy. Warlock is going to get a regular job. There's going to be a warlock dressed like Harry Potter or Grimrar more. I need to watch more Harry Potter to get the names right. There's going to be a Cancer practitioner that you're going to see. They're going to have a wizard hat on and one of them wizard gowns dressed in purple at a job interview. At Chipotle. How you doing, sir? What did you do? What was your last job? Oh, okay. Well, what did you do for a living? Have you ever worked in restaurant service? And this mug's going to have a purple pointy hat on. He's going to go in his wizard costume. This practitioner, literally, he's going to have a hood on, walking barefoot and be like, man, fuck this. I'm going to apply for a job right now. He's going to be dressed like a wizard and all, rings on his fingers, looking weird and shit. You know, how you doing? Are y'all hiring? And the manager's going to come from the back and just look him up and down and be like, and laugh and be like, is this a joke? No, I was driving back from somewhere. I was in the woods and I was just wondering if y'all are hiring. That's all I want to know. Are you hiring? Y'all, I'm Quan Yin, and this is I have no cut cards tarot. Love y'all. Have a great weekend.